Welcome to Engage with Digital. I'm Marco, and I rock with PRISM. Today we're taking a look at ROI, return on investment. Here at PRISM Media, we have a wonderful opportunity when we work with clients to really look at their marketing strategy, where they want to go, where they are, what steps they've taken to get there, and what steps they need to take to continue to grow. And part of that conversation that really rules or really influences heavily strategy is, what will the ROI be? Because the reality is, regardless of your efforts in marketing, whether they be traditional marketing efforts or marketing in the digital space, it's important and it's critical that you have an ROI on the money that you're spending, the investment that you're making, because ultimately, if you're not growing business as it relates to your marketing, what's it all for? In 2019 alone, global advertising and marketing spending was up 4.9%, up to a total of $1.9 trillion. Almost $2 trillion businesses around the world have invested or were investing in 2019 with their marketing and their advertising efforts. Now, the reality is, many companies, many businesses do invest in their marketing strategy. And oftentimes what can happen, however, is that without a compass to guide and without really a clear direction, without clear metrics to really measure success, oftentimes marketers and different agencies and even small businesses themselves, they're really just shooting in the dark. Now, there are a number of ways to measure your success as it relates to your marketing efforts. But today we're going to take a closer look at 4 different strategies, 4 different ways that you can start to really look closely at ROI and see if really the investment that you're making is really paying off for you and your business. Now, when it comes to measuring the ROI of your marketing, the first thing you want to do is make sure that the goals that you've aligned are SMART. You've heard us in the past mention that SMART goals are specific, they're measurable, they're achievable, relevant, and they're time-based. And ultimately, again, you're measuring all of your goals that you have outlined for your marketing strategy up against what is this SMART framework. Now, defining your metrics accurately is very, very important. Otherwise, again, you are shooting in the dark. If you don't have specific SMART goals that you're shooting towards, there's a very good chance that you're not going to be able to measure the ROI that you come to expect from the investment in your digital marketing. The second way to really take a look at your ROI and start to measure the success of your marketing efforts is making sure that the data that you're looking to capture, it's something that's both consistent and also data that you can actually capture. We've worked with businesses before that, again, embrace digital marketing strategies, and as such, really don't have a way to collect that data or know what they're measuring up against. That's why it's important that with respect to your data, you are doing some benchmarking, that you are looking at other competitors, other businesses in your area that offer similar services and products, and as such, you're able to say, okay, how is it that we're stacking up against them as competitors? But ultimately, again, is the data that we're looking to capture, does it translate well to showing us success with our business? Oftentimes what we find is with businesses, they focus on vanity numbers. And unfortunately, despite the fact that an increase in followers or subscriptions or likes is a wonderful way to measure some success, oftentimes it can be hard to translate those, what we call vanity numbers, into actual return on your investment. So making sure that you have a process by which you can measure, how do those numbers translate to new business? Are you capturing data successfully? And it does take a team effort, right? It takes an effort of tracking inbound calls, tracking leads based on electronic messages or methods that you've incorporated. But ultimately, again, it's important to be able to identify, okay, what data are we looking to capture and how does that translate to an ROI? If you're not committed to measuring data, capturing the right data, then ultimately, again, you're not going to be successful at measuring your ROI. Now, it's true that there are a number of different ways to measure your ROI as it relates to your digital marketing. But the third tip we'd share with you is to really keep everything manageable. Businesses can often waste a lot of time and money as it relates to keeping everything manageable. Oftentimes setting up metrics that are either outrageous or metrics that are really hard to be able to measure, at least in a short amount of time. As it relates to digital marketing, it is a bit of a marathon when it comes to your efforts and not so much of a sprint. Trust us, here with PRISM Media, we focus on a few meaningful metrics and those high rewarding targets that we want to be able to hit. We keep them simple. We keep them aligned with, again, the company's overall focus. We're able to measure those metrics successfully. And ultimately, again, by keeping everything manageable, it allows us to be a little more successful at the end of the day. The fourth tip we'll share with you is don't forget to revise your metrics. Don't forget to revise your goals. We've seen it time and time again where businesses will lay out metrics, will lay out goals, and not really be sensitive to the fact that those are organic, right? You have to be nimble. You have to be agile. And that's another term I want to share with you is the opportunity to be agile with your business and with respect to your marketing goals. Business agility means really being able to adapt to things like market changes, customer preference needs. In light of COVID-19 and the coronavirus, this is something that's super important for businesses to consider is the agility as it relates to their marketing. Agility also means being able to respond quickly and really being flexible to customer demands. Business agility means also being able to adapt to your changing environment, to the market, to customer needs in a cost-effective way, really without compromising the quality of your product or service. Now, return on investment isn't necessarily the same as profit. ROI deals with the money you invest in the company and the return you realize on that money based on the net profit of the business. Now, truth be told, within digital marketing, it's not always easy to make those immediate connections between the investment you make in your digital marketing strategy and your ROI. Certain tactics like social media, video, advertising, even content that you choose to share on your website can take some time and really create that impression well before the purchase is ever made. Here at PRISM Media, we have a number of ways where we measure our performance success and connect the dots to your ROI. Advancements in things like web analytics software and different metrics are even available through social media and even video sites like YouTube allow us to make those connections and really tell the story and paint the story in a way that clearly illustrates ROI. At the end of the day, however, marketing is about generating revenue. As wonderful as high production quality things like graphics and video and social presence is, if it's not doing anything for you with returning on your investment, it might be time for you to rethink your strategy. Here at PRISM Media, we're committed to making sure that our clients understand the ROI on their investment. And it's something that we look forward to talking with you if we haven't yet had the opportunity to connect. So if you're someone that's interested in working with PRISM and really allowing your marketing to help you grow your business, visit us at chooseprism.com or visit any of our social links below. We'd love to get in touch with you. We even offer free consultations for businesses looking to either grow their existing strategy or start with a fresh one. If you have additional questions or comments, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to engage in some dialogue and some conversation, really, again, to help you grow your business, because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. We're committed to helping you share your story, build your brand, and most importantly, create your future. Thanks again for choosing PRISM.